This is the X-Way Atlas Carbon. A lot has changed since its initial launch. Even its superior Atlas Pro has came out. You're still going to be getting that same premium unboxing with that little top cover sheet that you see on most X-Way boards. Just pull it out right there. It's really beautiful out of the box, especially that 4-wheel drive with the 6.5-inch pneumatic wheels. Get a little instruction manual, some extra belts, all the nice stuff. You're not going to be buying this board for its specs, you're going to be buying it for its giant feature list, including app support and that cool tank mode. Me buying it for a really smooth and comfortable ride, or maybe you're just a new e-skate rider looking to get into a board that you know is going to be great out of the box, no work's going to need to be done on it, and it's just super simplistic and easy to ride. If you're looking at the 2-wheel drive of this board, you can get it currently at $949, which is insane considering that this board retailed for around $1,600. That was a fair price for it last year, but now the e-skate market has moved forwards and there are higher spec boards. That doesn't mean the feature list is any smaller than it used to be. This board is still getting constant upgrades, and there's a lot more things that you get on this board than you don't get on other boards like app support. Let's talk specs, since that is a pretty important part of this board. You will be lacking a little bit compared to other boards, but you're still going to get around a 25 to 28 pound board, depending on which drive system you have. You're going to get a 35 to 25 mile an hour speed. This depends on pulleys, wheels, your weight, and your skill. Total battery capacity of 518 watt hours, a little bit on the lower side right now considering there's higher class boards for cheaper prices, and a max load of 780 pounds, which is really high and really nice, so you could basically run over a car with this and it'll be fine. That is relatively good specs, especially considering that you're getting a full carbon fiber deck. Let's talk about the range on this board. So it is really dependent on your wheel setup, your drive setup. 4-wheel drive range, I can only describe it as meh. It's okay, not the best. I get around 10 to 12 miles, which is pretty disappointing when I'm using pneumatic tires. So I only really use that if I'm doing off-roading. 2-wheel drive range is so much better, so I was already getting 15 to 16 miles with pneumatic tires, and even higher with these 105mm clad wheels. If you use something like orangutan wheels with the 85, you could get way higher. So 4-wheel drive, 165, you're going to get around 10 to 12. 2-wheel drive, you're going to get 14 to 16. 4-wheel drive with the 105, 17 to 18. And 2-wheel drive, 20 to 25. This can really be dependent on your ride style. So let's talk about the ride feeling on this board, since this is also really important. So you're going to be getting a really carvy, really smooth double kingpin, but also pretty stable, especially if using the wider wheels. You are getting pretty carvy, just like luxury. You can really feel the high quality trucks and bushings that are used, something that more budget oriented companies lack on. So let's talk 2-wheel drive versus 4-wheel drive. So 2-wheel drive, you're going to be getting better carving, which is something that people like, better range, cheaper, lighter, but of course you're going to be getting less power, speed, and the braking is going to be noticeably worse than 4-wheel drive. But it's also going to be easier to change your wheels. So 4-wheel drive, tons of power, amazing braking and acceleration, really good for off-road. A lot harder to carry though, heavier, harder to drag, and you're gonna scratch up one of your motors when you rest it. But I personally chose 4-wheel drive. It's really up to you if you're gonna be doing off-roading. Here's some of the power that you get on the 4-wheel drive. It's just crazy. There's no hill that will be able to stop you. I have tested on 35% hill grade, which is larger than the legal requirement. So thank you for watching, and make sure you check out the Atlas.